leaves were turning brown, and I was worried that I was overwatering them, but I guess I was underwatering them. This is a new thing for me. Growing, hey birdie, I heard you. Growing, I mean, they're dead, so let the ground do some mulch. A dragonfly was sitting on top of it as I came out this morning. I left it outside overnight so it could get a good rain, because a good rain came through. It just woke up. I don't know if I'm going to talk about what I was going to talk about. Well, I probably am, but it's this. Because if nobody, if you don't tell your story, then somebody else will lie about it. And I find it funny how somebody that's fake going to tell me that I'm rough around the edges. I've been a professional broadcaster since '84. I went to college, graduated, top of my class in high school and in college. My parents were classy. I don't come on social media puffing a joint and shit like that, or trying to make it seem like I sleep with a man or a woman, or I got to get my thing on. But I'm rough around the edges. You know what? I push back. And you can say, well, this collective energy, don't take it personal. I'm a real oracle, though. I'm a real empath, so I take it personal when it is personal. Bitch, don't you take it personal if it's not personal. You don't tell me what to do. Yeah, everybody's trying to spin the block in different type of ways. You still doing the same old shit, though, that you do. People still want to, like, look down on you. It's a little side shade comment. So I'm going to push back every time. And I'm going to let karma do what it do. Who's rough around the edges? My parents would never hang around the likes of you. Or maybe they try to give somebody, you know, a couple of chances, but they see what your type do. You're the type to stab somebody in the back. What you used to do. No, you still do what you used to do, because you're still doing it. And they know exactly who the fuck I'm talking to. 2 minutes and 32 seconds in. Anyway, friend. And then you got the little kids growing up the same way. I call them little kids because if you're in your 20s, okay, this is the thing I cannot figure out. How is somebody who just got on social media, like, okay, and this is not a knock to you, because I'm going to get back to you in a minute, but you've been doing this for 5 years. I am 69 years old. I've been doing it all my life. So please believe the credibility here with you and me is different. This is like a child coming up to a true teacher, a true guru, and saying, I do this, you do. No, you don't. But you do what you do. You go ahead, you do what you do. Because there's a lot of stuff that you're saying you're true. Now, she knows who I'm talking to, too. So I don't have to beef with you, but also know that we do not do the same things. You do not have the credibility. That's like somebody coming in the first grade thinking that you have the experience that your teacher who's been teaching for decades. Yeah, fucking 6 years old to me. Child. Children need to know their place. And that's it too. And you got some parents that should have never had kids anyway. And their children never learned their place. Their children never were children because their children had to grow up fast. Their children were sold for cash or crack or shit like that. You got these people doing their tarot workers and oracles too. I can see the meth in you. I know what meth mouth and coke mouth and all that is. I learned the hard way. I didn't do this shit, but unfortunately, I dated someone who did. Maybe more than one. I don't know. Because like I said, I wasn't into that. I wasn't into the blow. Ooh. It's humid outside. These mosquitoes are out. Yo, I gotta go in. Hang on. This is not working. I feel that biting coming in. Oh, the monitoring spirits again. Hang on. Spray, 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 spray. I don't want to spray on the food today. Yeah. Swipe it up. It's little, but it's ready to eat. It's little, but it's edible. Strawberries. I'm growing strawberries. Thank you to the people who give me real presents. I don't need fake flowers. I don't need fake rings, and I don't need fake grills. The only person that makes money off of grills are dentists, for real, and the jewelers. Grills mess up your teeth. Grills are not attractive to me. I've never been the one who's been turned out by grills. And I think an old person wearing grills is seriously saying something about your mentality. Like, no. I don't hang around motherfuckers with grills in their mouth. That's not how I roll. That's not how I roll. But no. You be doing a lot of stuff. You be setting these little kids up, and I call you little kids because friend. Some of you who be reporting from your car. Maybe you're living in your car. Maybe you're gonna end up living in your car. I remember having a friend who was never a friend, who was in competition from the beginning to the end, and she tried to send me on some bad water too. A cancer bitch. Listen, I don't have a problem with some of you cancers. Just the few that tried to do deals with me and clearly have some insecurity. And I know you get caught up in scams because y'all some scamming ass bitches. Just the ones I'm talking about. I don't know all of you. But I know cancer men and cancer women who are fucked up are fucked up. And listen, I'll say the same thing about Pisces too. Child, please. There's some Pisces men. At the very best, I might could be your friend, but you would never be my man. And right now, I don't have no Pisces around me, no Pisces men around me. No, I don't. I had to think, like, make sure, even with my folks, Nope, no Pisces men around me, and I'm good. Had a friend. He jumped off on the train too, disappeared. A lot of people got caught up in that cryptocurrency scheme. Was one of them you? You still waiting for that money to come back? You still waiting for that NFT to come back? And about the NFTs. Well. When did you first start hearing about them? Did Azuki Studio have something to do with the NFTs too? And who just made a deal with Azuki Studio? That'll be one researching bitch. Da. Told you the FBI tried to get me way back in the day. Way back in the day. You remember me? They sent that application when I was 18 years old. Like I said, they were coming around my house when my mom and my dad, you know they know. When my mom and my dad either had gone to a meeting or something. And I mean, I've always been me. You know, I'm a weird kid. Not a weirdo, okay? But I'm a different type of kid. So, you know, white man in a suit comes up in a black neighborhood. Where's this joke going to go? It wasn't a joke, though. It's true. I mean, but this is how my mind. This is how my mind operates. So I figured that it was official business. And how was I? How old was I? I was right up the bat. The legalities are a little because but see, I grew up in the age of latchkey kids. I'm like, our parents could leave us home because they knew, you know, my parents knew me. Sort of, kind of. Oh my God. It was always something happening whenever they would go to their meetings or something like that. It's like the Rexall man who tried to break in. You know, but you know, I know my parents had not, you know, the Rexall man back in the day, the drug store used to, like, you know, bring medications and stuff like that to your house. And the Rexall, it looked like a little VW Volkswagen with the little, you know, the little apothecary thing on top. Some of y'all are my age, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, but this mofo, and see, I didn't really look outside to see, or did I? I don't know. But all I know is I know my parents hadn't ordered anything. So, or they didn't tell me something. They didn't tell me to look out for anything because they will always tell me, you know, when they leave, close the door, leave the door. You know, nobody comes in till we come back. You know what latchkey kids do. And then we do what we do. And then here comes me. Here comes Val doing what she does. So I'm going to get back to the other guy in a minute. But then the Rexall guy comes in. And, but the thing about it is, he didn't, I don't think he said anything as much as he tried to open the door. He was trying to get in the house. Like, you're not supposed to, like, get in the house. If you got something, you leave it at the door or whatever, but you don't enter the house. So he's literally trying to, like, jimmy the door like he's trying to get in the house. I'm like, is this bitch trying to break in? And I'm a kid now, man. I'm a kid. So I get and I keep bringing back to the movie The Brood because that's the only thing I think about. I think it's the movie The Brood when she's like with the knife. She's like, with those type of movies. That's what I grew up to. And so I had the knife. I had the big butcher knife. I had the biggest butcher knife in the house, and I was waiting to cut this motherfucker's hand off. I was just sitting there by the door. I was hunched by the door, like kind of like this, like ready. I'm ready. And he kept doing that for like maybe about 5 minutes or so, and then he finally went away. And then maybe about an hour later or less, my parents come in, and I told them about it, and they're like, "Why didn't you call the police?" For what? I had it in my mind. Listen, Linda, listen. I already had it worked out in my mind. Number one, whatever went through that door was going to get cut. That was going to disable him. Because the pain alone, the surprising, the slice of it, because I'm really good at knives. And so the slice of it alone was going to disable him. So once he was, and then I would have stabbed him or cut him in the head or stabbed him in the eye or something, and that would have disabled him too. I mean, there were various ways you disable a mofo. Then you know what? He's putty in your hands. You can like the rest is up to you. So I'm reminding you, I was trained by 2 military people. Okay. Not trained in the way that you think. I mean, they didn't put me through drill. I don't know. It's a job. So, but we had more talks and stuff like that. They didn't really like work me out and stuff like that. Like I see some people. Now, my parents wasn't like that. You would think my dad did since he was a drill sergeant, commanding 1 officer at Fort Benning, Georgia. But no. At Fort Benning, Georgia, my daddy, the black man, was a drill sergeant at Fort Benning, Georgia. That's why anybody of any color, I would advise anybody of any color, if you got a problem with me because of my color, or because of my heritage, or because of your insecurity, or your mistaken ancestor, or your whatever you think you are, you think you better than me, bitch, come up to my face, let me school and read you proper, okay? Be you gangster or goon or rogue CIA, we gonna have a talk. That includes you too, Mr. President. Let's make it evident. I fear no man. I fear no woman. I fear me. When I have a bee in a bonnet, there's a reason why I'm watched. And I should be. And I'm okay with it. So, let's get back to the FBI agent. So, because, like I said, we always had celebrities and stuff coming through. We had the neighborhood hit house. After every concert, and people, like, have to find after-hour places for drinking and hooking up or whatever. I didn't know that our neighbors ran that type of show. I was just friends with the kids. But it makes sense now. You know what? I don't know what it is about. I've heard that before, and I've seen it in real life. How people grow up in because they send their daughter to Catholic school. Did you send your daughter to Catholic school to balance out your? and I'm not saying it was sinful. But it was sinful. But did you send your daughter to Catholic school to balance out your sinful life? One daughter didn't make it. I mean, she died young. That was sad, Naja. Gina ended up for a minute being with went to Atlanta, and for a minute was dealing with Raul with SOS. Now, I remember when people started reaching out to me in Atlanta and stuff like that, because, you know, Atlanta and I have some ties, but then all of a sudden it's like the lies started coming down and people started getting weird, and people been getting weird for a real long time. I don't know, maybe people have always been weird now that I think about it going down the line. And it's this, how do people who just got on YouTube in 22 or 23 or 24 got so many damn followers? I mean, who are you? Like, who are you? Yeah, first off, you can barely talk. So I know you're not you might be a professional something. Everybody's doing the nail things. Everybody loves to do the nail things. I don't do nail things. You know, when I was getting my nails done regularly, when I wanted to get long nails, and I mean, the same people who knew, who gave you that bag? The real Louis V bag? And I was like, a friend, I guess. I didn't know it was real, but it was very real. They're like, no, that a friend didn't give you that. That's not a friend. But when I was wanting to get the longer nails, they were like, no, you don't. Longer nails, that's not for you. See, that's when you know you make friends with your crew, because they'll make money off of anybody else. But with you, they consider you family. No, you look good with the, you know, the tips. When I was getting like the little small tips and stuff like that. And I might do that too, but I had to, like, you know, redirect my money, because I got stolen on by a few people, maybe a few of you. And y'all think you're going to do that again? You think I don't have a clue who stole from me? Like, I mean, everything is not a coincidence, okay? Like a motherfucker who comes up to me and say, you and your wife swings both ways. And then, you know, why would you come up to me? Or somebody who says, somebody who always coming up, never let a nigga who can't even afford papers. You sell weed, but you can't afford papers. Papers are what, $2 at the smoke. You know what? Don't. And I used to have a friend, another Pisces friend, that I used to call him little brother, that I used to use, always needing $2 for some papers. I'm like, you know, you always needing something. I don't deal with addictions. I don't deal with people who are addicted. I can't. That's just not my life. That's not my fit. Everybody around me is addicted to something, but that's them. That's not me, and that's it. But you want to force me into a situation where I'm going to need to be addicted, or you're going to force me to be in a situation where I have to go to jail, and then you can bail me out and be my hero. Bitch, I will tell you one more time. If I was to win an award that I know when I put in the work and I did the grind, and I want to thank my mom and my dad, and you come up and, no, you thank me, I will bust your ass right in front of everybody. That's the type of time Val Jones are. I don't give a damn if we got everybody in the audience at the Grammys. Nigga try to stunt on me and my parents for a show, it's gonna be a whole other show, yo. Y'all don't know about the I'm not playing about anything, and all my stories are true. Put me on a lie detector test, but I don't think that they want to. Why? Because then they'll see, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. People always want to act like they sue. Sue me, bitch. Hell is sped. Ben came through. Took me out of Sodom and Gomorrah and from dealing with the likes of all of you. So a hoe who goes both ways going to tell me I'm a little, rough around the edges? No, bed. Oh, why did I call it bed? Why did I call her bed? I heard you were rough around the edges in bed. Oh, wow. That's what Spirit said. Oops. I got to give me some. You really don't want to have. I personally don't want to hang around people. I got to give me some. No. Lusty, crusty, dusty, rusty people. They're all the same way. Ooh, no, and then they're going to be the ones who give you advice, okay? No, how did you get that house? How did you get this? How did you get that? Those are the ones that steal your shit right out from under you. They'll put an insurance policy on you and you don't know. Listen, you know you can sue somebody for that, right? You can sue somebody. If anybody ever puts an insurance policy out on you and you don't know about it and you find that out, you can sue the balls off of them. literally. But anyway, back to the FBI guy. So, and back to the our neighbor who was, you know, his wife was a madam, so to speak. I'm a kid. I don't know. I don't get into such things. I'm friends with the kid, and me and the daughter were friends. So anyway, in fact, that was me and the daughter one time when I was trying to make a cake for, I think, my mama's birthday, and that's when I met Otis Redden. But I didn't know who Otis Redden was because he came to the house, and I didn't know who he was until after he died. And I was like, and my mom, you know, my mom, I think my dad too, I think they were trying to introduce me to him, and I was more concerned about the cake, which had completely fallen and just messed up, and me and Gina just trying to ice it over. I mean, you know, like icing, like, you know, using icing as a cover up for using icing as a cover up from a pork. That's the one thing about my dad. My dad ate my cooking regardless of what it looked like. He was like, "Oh, it's great, baby. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's wonderful, baby." See, that's the type of shit that Will Smith fakes with it. "Oh, that's good, that's good," and then look to the side like, "That's not good." See, you know what? My daddy would. That's the difference between dads. See, that's a bad dad. I heard a bad lady too, but that's all bad parenting. That's a whole crew. The whole crew is bad. But that gang stalking, that shit, that allergy shit that they do, that's some real shit. Bitch, I will fucking body you to this day. I'm a Libra. I gives no fucks. My husband was a Libra, okay? You know what? I'm a Libra moon. I still feel some kind of way because these niggas don't stop doing this shit. And they think it's okay. I'm gonna give it some time. You can give me 3 billion years and 20 next lifetimes. I recognize the devil every time. Demon. I am a demon slayer. I will fuck you up each and every time and will smile and shine. And I will fuck up your crew. If you're all associated with this motherfucker, then I will fuck you up too. Happy Thursday. Smuggy. It's hot. It's humid. I had to get that off my double D chest. The fucked up book, your fucked up album, your fucking mess. You can't take criticism and you want to talk about everybody else. There goes the, oh, you see that? Don't go nowhere. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to get the dragonfly. The dragonfly came and sat. The dragonfly came and sat right there. Okay. Mommy went, woo, woo, woo. In a minute, they're going to pass away. It really doesn't matter. We need to focus on our money. Getting our money back. And I'm going to get my money back. I'm going to make my cash. Now, I'm not going to get it selling ass. That's not what I do. That's not what I've ever done. That's why I couldn't go up the ladder in the radio and record industry, okay? I was just doing it because I love music, and I was doing it for fun. I was doing it because I was absolutely brilliant in everything I did. I was the money kid. I made the best commercials. I wrote the best scripts. Every salesperson at every station I ever worked at knew I was the shit. If you wanted that commercial to be done right, written right, you went to ValJones, because ValJones got it going on. And I saw people who I made tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of money for literally flipped on me and left me alone to deal with the whores. Wow. If that is not a biblical story of epic proportion. But you all are divine now. You're the divine oracle. I know I'm the high priestess. I know they stalking me. Bitch, ain't nobody stalking you. You just doing this for a narrative and trying to get your fee. There's not no way in hell that none of you could even remotely compare yourself to me. You're ignorant. You're fucked up, you're uneducated, you're slutty as fuck, you're not professional. And right now, I'm talking to you, so I'm not particularly talking professional either. But trust me, if I need to talk very professional, I could. If I got into my teacher mode, like let's get back to my story about when the FBI came through. Let me do it in my professional voice. So anyway, which means I'm going to see if I can do this without cursing. But I'm a military brat, so that's what military brats will do. Will curse. So if I do it, but at least I will sound very educated as I'm telling my story. Okay, so which is actually true. So anyway, because like I said, so our neighborhood, our neighbors, which multitude, we have military people all in the neighborhood. Bridges Street. If you know Merckson Road. I can tell you about the Merckson Road days of old. I can tell you about when I can tell you about the E. Smith and I can tell you about all that stuff, but I don't think you really want to know, because you got people who literally they're playing out this narrative just for the dough. You got all this money that, you know what, it would be good if you really were helping people along that way, but we all know that money's going to go into certain pockets. Okay, these people keep lifting each other up, but the community still stays in a rut. Mark my words. You see the mega churches on Merckson Road? Why would you have a mega church on Merckson Road when you know most of the people on Merckson Road couldn't even go there? You have the nerve to look at people's pockets before they worship with you. But you can't even serve your own community. Fuck all of you. God does not know you. So I guess Lecrae is the next gatekeeper for that, okay? Yeah, I said it. You got something to say? Big whoop, come up in my face, because I'm sick and tired of these Willy Wonka badass, wannabe badass Libras, okay? Don't play me. My Libra moon has decided to come out. You know what? Don't let me knock the taste of the lie out your mouth, because I fear no man, no pussy, no slut, no hoe, no narrative, no fiend, no foe. What would God do me? So his daughter is letting you know. What would Goddess do me? So she is letting you know. You don't have respect for women. You don't have respect for the culture. You don't have respect for you. You obviously don't have respect for your mama. Unless your mama didn't raise you right too. I don't know what the problem is, and I don't know what your problem is with me. I don't know who put you on my radar to think that you're going to sink me to the sea. But now the Red Sea is turning around, and now I'm going to sink everybody who came at me the wrong way. I gives no fucks, and I gives no forgiveness. Not today. The moon is in Capricorn. I'm about that cash. I am spitting straight facts. Poetry. You should have got it for an ally. Well, you should have, but I'm not coming back. But you going to give me my money, and it's going to come out your ass or your blood. That's what I heard my daddy say. You got 5 minutes and $5 million to show me some love, okay? That's not extortion. That's just the truth standing on business. The Sicilian queen is in the house. Back to, speaking of Sicilian, so... Well, he wasn't Sicilian. Well, he was Italian. Black Italian. They're always do what you feel. I'm gonna let you handle your business. I'm gonna handle mine. I have a tribe. Oh, we better like this, but you don't know what I know. They make me smile so. No, okay, but yeah, but okay. Yeah, but okay, which what? I don't know. Which, I mean, what? I don't know. I mean, maybe that's why I'm a K-ish chick. I like bands and stuff. I like, I love that stuff. Now I tell you what, I did love that stuff. Like the Honor Guard. That was epic. That was like, I know how to I know how to fall back with my team. Like, listen, we got it now. We got now. Like, baby girl, we got it. Just sit and chill and rule. We got you, queen. We always have, always will, always do, and you do. Salute. No, okay, but getting back to the Sicilian. Okay, no, the who's married to the madam, who had kids that I was friends with. That she was the one that was helping me make the cake. When I saw Otis Redding, but I didn't know who Otis Redding was until he died. So anyway, the FBI agent comes by the house. Again, once again, where my parents are. You know, people are always watching. I don't know why people always would try to test me, like, when my parents were gone. See, now, I'm reminding you, I stayed with my aunt and my uncle when I was going to school. But so this was during the summertime and stuff like that. Oh, it's during the summer. It's always during the summer. Because the summer, I would stay, because I'm going to school. So, you know, there's one thing when you're a latchkey kid and you know, you're older. But I was young, and, you know, both my parents were serving in the military, so I was staying with my aunt, my uncle, my Pisces aunt, the greatest storyteller of all time, the storyteller of the family, okay? She's the one, that was the one that really shined, but she couldn't shine either, because Deep Creek Road, that's the one who raised me up on Deep Creek Road, and she was an island to herself, and now I know why, because these people were crazy. They were grifting her to these. She was surrounded by relatives that were jealous and hated her too. My uncle, that was a house and land I was supposed to have that the church got. But yet the church wanted me to pay for his funeral. You got the hookah-ho got. Between what the church got and the hookah-ho that he, and remind you, this is a man of God. You know, these religious organizations who make people become a preacher. You can become a preacher and then you learn how to rob in the name of the Lord. Y'all need to miss me with that. All you gatekeeping fucked up Christians is that. To the ones who are real about what you do, you know when you come here that if you are seriously real about your spirituality, these demons will hate you because they will expect you. They will force you to join their group, their organization. I wouldn't join any of these groups if I were you, but you can go ahead and find that out for yourself, especially the church organizations around here. They'll definitely grip you for your health and your wealth. They'll wait on you to die and expect you to sign everything over to the church when you got family. What type of family ties are we talking about right here? We your friend. Are we locked in? Bitch. See, that's the thing about Val Jones. Val Jones cannot pretend. I cannot pretend that this is a demon. You all don't see this demon? This demon is really clear to me. But you've been doing this all your life. But you just got on YouTube yesterday. Bitch, please miss me with that, honestly. And some hoe, crusty old red-headed hoe gonna tell me I'm rusty and dusty and I'm a little rough around the edges. Nah, honey, that will be you. I mean, let's give it a buck 100. Don't flex on me and I won't flex on you, but I push back. I punch back too. Thank God I'm legal. Y'all got quiet over there. Val's up. Val's doing her thing. Listen what she said. Watch what she do. I'm thinking that we have security all over the place, but I don't know. But getting back to I forget. Paginata. His name was Paginata, something like that. Anyway, the Italian. Anyway, so the guy's coming to ask me about Gina's dad. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm doing the Medea thing. He's asking me 50 questions, and I'm answering them with 51 questions. I'm a kid. I'm smart. White man comes into a black neighborhood. Okay, that's what it's about. White man in a suit and a badge comes to a black neighborhood. Asking questions. Where's your mom and your dad? That's the first one. Not home. Why? Okay, well, can I ask you some questions? First off, that should have been assigned to you. But you know me, I'm Val Jones. Val Jones is being me. Always have, always will be. What else can I do? I can only be me. I don't have time to be anybody else. I love being me. My life is just a movie and a whole experience to itself. So, but I mean, and that's exactly what happens. Like, you know, when your parents said, no, well, can I ask you some questions? Why are you asking me? I'm a child. But you know, they do that. They will try to roll up on children and see, you know, because I mean, back to me. This is my story, okay? I don't know about anybody else. Back to me. White man in a suit and a badge comes up in a black community, knocks on the door. You know, where's your parents at? Parents not home. Can I ask you for a question? Sure. Because I'm that type of kid. Because I'm that type of kid. Military brats. Weird. And me. It's not all because I'm a military brat. It's just me. It's the fact that I am a military brat, but it's like, it's me. I'm just me. So he's asking me about my neighbor and how long. Like, it's my neighbor. Well, do you know what he does? What does he do? Because literally in like about 20, 30 seconds, I kind of had a clue what he was up to. Yeah, as a child. I think I was in my teens. And this was a grown-ass FBI agent. Know what I mean? I'm realizing I'm tapping again. That means I'm going in. When she starts tapping, she's going in. She's emotional about it. See, I'm getting all psychology tricks even on myself. I'm working on my own mental health and psychology help. So I do that. I don't even it's just automatic. But so he's asking me all these questions. I'm like, and I'm asking questions back. And I'm just going. And when I'm realizing what's going on, which is like about 20 seconds in, I'm like, oh. I do the typical Pisces thing. Pisces are real good for after we done told you off and said what we need to say. We see right through your soul, okay? Every other side is jealous of a high-vibing Pisces, and you should be. Because reminding you, we are the Alpha and Omegas of the whole humanity. We are the Alpha and Omegas. We really are. We are the ones. You did not realize that Jesus was a fish. In reality, why do you think the fish and so you don't get it? It's all the clues that you missed. You missed everything. Or it could have been a Libra if you're going by back in the day. I mean, the wise men, it would have been winter even in Arabia, okay? Like, no, he was not born on December 25th, but I'm not knocking December 25th because I get presents and gifts of shit. Presents and gifts, food works for me. Celebrate what you celebrate, but I know the history and the legacy, so I'm good with it. But it's those of you who really try to make a whole bunch of trip about it, like, what exactly are you fighting for when you too are alive? That's what I'm talking about, but that's another story. Getting back to the white man in the suit in the neighborhood asking me questions about my mafia neighbor. I said it, okay, and that's, I think, what he wanted me to say. Like, is he? Did he even ask me, was he in the mafia? And I probably went, what's a mafia? Can you imagine? Those of you who know me. There goes the dragonfly again. Those of you who know me, can you imagine me? Because I probably was a really annoying kid on some type of level. Sarcastic as fuck. Like I am now. My sarcasm is epic. No, but I probably was a mafia. No. So white man in a suit comes to a black neighborhood with a badge. And so he's asking me 50 questions. And I'm asking 51. And I'm like just playing with him. I'm having fun. He's sweating. Because he's getting a nary an answer that he wants to get, but he doesn't know how to get out of this shit. And then by this time, as luck would have it, my parents come roll through. And they're coming in, but they said, hey, birdie. No, you're a dragon. You're another dragonfly. You're the double-winged dragonfly. Oh, you're beautiful. You're so beautiful. I love it because you have the single-winged dragonflies. You have the double-winged dragonflies. So you have the dragonflies that have 2 wings. You have the dragonflies that have the 2 wings. So I think that's beautiful. But no, it's confirmation. Okay, it's confirmation. So my parents roll up, and they're looking at this white man at the door, talking to their daughter, who's supposed to have the door closed. And who are you? And so he shows his badge. He's very, very nice and polite because you got 2 soldiers and you got them that just came from the meeting, the Eastern Star Mason meeting, whatever. This came from meetings, so they're in their regalia and they're like, I mean, you know what? You all can say whatever you want to. My parents taught me what to do, what not to do, whatever it be. So however that worked in your family, that works for you. But listen, there are a whole bunch of people that I don't have a problem with it. If you got a problem with me, you got a bigger problem. I done had people try to force me out of jobs and force me out of stuff because I don't join their little organization, I don't do what they do. But trust me, at the end of the day, I will outlast all of you, because you know what the biggest organization is in the whole entire universe? It's God, bitch, and God is too. Nerthus, Nix, Mod, ISIS, Thoth. I don't think you even understand your own stuff. I really don't, because if you did, and if you do, you should be protecting me and bowing to me. I said that. You expect me to bow to you? See, y'all always thought that I was supposed to be the worker. Why? Because my hue was a little like this instead of like that. They have that color, that kind of that colorism here too. So it's not about white or black, it's about light or dark. And it's a sad thing, because the lightest people I know can be the darkest people ever. And the darkest people can be the lightest people ever. Your hue doesn't make you clever. Your mind, your heart, and your soul does. Never give your heart, your mind, and your soul away. Never give your soul, your heart, and your mind away. People say it starts from the top. My aunt says, always trust your gut. Oh, hello, Black Kitty. I see you in the cut. Now you think I'm kidding. You think I'll be making shit up. Can you see it? You see it? You see it? Laying there in the cut. Black cat, black cat, black cat. Come on. Come on. You saw that. Go get it. Oh, you coming this way. Hey, kitty. No, Anyway. Oh, mommy. Hey, mommy. No, you see, that's the thing about you. All you people are always so stuck up on pussy. Pussy. All these pussy bitches. Oh, you looking at that bird. You stalking that bird. That bird is up on the fence. Okay. Wait a minute. This is, see that bird right there? See, it's chasing that bird. See, it's chasing that bird. I don't know if you can see this right now where you're at. See, but it's chasing that bird right there. My money's on the bird. It's chasing food. That bird's just minding its business, looking at me, looking at you. We gonna flip it around. See, that's what nature does. And that bird just flew away. Hey, I didn't do it. You did, but I applaud your effort. Okay. Oh no, the bird right back there. Bird, ha ha! Didn't get me. Now you trying to go up under the fence. You trying to pull a sneak attack. You trying to get him from the back. You acting like you're walking away, but that bird, no, you're not doing that. Anyway, that's your nature commercial break. That's your wild kingdom commercial break for today. Oh, Val Jones enjoys her life. And I don't even have to talk about people too, okay? I tell my little story. So why are you always talking about stories and making up shit? Because your life is boring. You just a boring bitch, gender not specific. So you got to talk about everybody else. That's how you gonna make your money, your wealth. Well, you know what? For everybody that made money off of me, all that money is gonna drown like your integrity. Everybody dies today that pulled and ate off of me and didn't break me off from my shit. You want to eat off my plate and then gang stalk me? Bitch, I will kill you all creatively and spiritually. I can, because that's what mommy and daddy said I could do. As long as I don't have any blood on my hands, then go ahead, do you. Kendrick, that goes for you too. I'm not hating on anybody, but there's quite a few people. Yeah, you do owe me a bag, but that's okay. Trust, you gonna pay that shit off to my dad, and then it's gonna come right back to the rightful owner. Yes, it will. Told you. Don't try no gang banging, gang flinging, gang ganging, gang signing, gang chain. Don't game shame around me. Your apologies aren't real. I don't know. I hope everybody gets exactly what oh, there goes two birdies. I hope they get exactly what they deserve. I mean that sincerely. So I guess we'll see how it goes. I know a couple people are like in a bad shape right now. But yeah, finishing up the story. So my parents come up to this and they like, you know, they're being proper. See now that would have been some hood bitch or some hood trick, you know, because I told you my mom and my dad, royalty to the core, loyalty and royalty, real loyalty and royalty in their DNA. That's why I can go through any format. Okay, I can go through any format. I can do any format and wouldn't have a problem with it, and still sound like that format. I would not sound like, you know, some rapper trying to be on a pop song and it sounds so separate, like it doesn't belong. I've done all of that easily. So yeah, you should have had my back, but you didn't. So let that be. You get what you deserve. You hang out with trash. You give money to trash. You give the credibility to trash. You end up with trash in the end. You're up now, but we'll see where you're at the end of the year, my friend. Unless you're still stalking for food. You are focused as a motherfucker and getting you a birdie today. What has that bird? Well, you know what? Cats just chase birds. That's what they do. Oh, you got something. Anyway, so my mom and my dad comes up, you know, ask him, and the guy is. Anyway, so my mom and my dad comes up and asks him, like, what are you doing? Why are you talking to? And he shows it's really nice and proper and everything. He's being very polite because my daddy's got to look like, this white man's about to die. He didn't say it, but you could see the look in his eyes. And then they're looking at me like, and for why did you open up the door when we told you to keep the door closed? This white man in a suit and a badge. I figured he was good to go. We'll talk to you later, little one. What business do you have with our daughter? And so he explains, and you know, he doesn't say everything. He doesn't say everything that he should have said, but you know, I know the game, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking down and trying not to laugh my ass off because I know what's going on. I know the conversation's going on in everybody's head, okay, and I'm just like, I'm trying to be in a child's place, but I'm literally hearing their inner voice as well as their outer voice, okay? And so well, no, your daughter was your daughter, and then he said, your daughter is something else. They're like, we know. Listen, if she ever decides to work for the FBI, we will keep a job for her, okay? Because she's... And then he sails off into his car. And then he turns back around like Santa Claus and like, gave me a wink. Oh, is that where it started? I don't know. Anyway, long story short, on my 18th birthday, I turned around and had Mensa, I think Mensa had already, because this was past second grade, because Mensa tapped me in my second grade. Oh, there you go. You're the bird with the and you're the dragonfly too. You're the bird with the what is it? The bird that I've been talking about that's a very spiritual bird coming through. Like, yep. All those spiritual birds. What is it? I forgot. You know, the birds that I talked about earlier. Beautiful birds that have the rings around the neck and stuff like that. So see, once certain eyes on you, they're on you all your life. So when y'all came around me to play me out like a bitch, you put yourself on ice. I just gave you a clue and some message, but will you even get what I just say? Or you gonna go to the hoe down the street or the hoe on social media and you gonna pay them? Well, you should have paid me, okay? All you need to do is pay me attention. But you pay that bitch the GameStop and pull out my stories. Put that in ChatGPT. YouTube gonna catch this heat. There's a reason why I decided not to be monetized, because he who owns your property owns you. Bitch, you don't own my motherfucking house. And you know exactly who I'm talking to. So, that's a wrap up of my story today. Holy spit and came through. That was a good story, Val. And the point about it is my stories are true. I've always had eyes on me. California's eyes have always been on me. But there are certain things that I never could do. And California was one of those things. Something will always come out like, nope, 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 nope. And I actually wanted to go out to California a time or two, but it was always a no. The universe it was always a no. I guess when you really align with the universe and you are who you are, the universe will let you know. I've seen people around here who went out to California and came back like a fruity, goofy ass bitch. And those are some of my gang talkers too. But now ask them, where do they live? They have no houses, they have no cars, they've been put out of that house. So you should have never fucked with me the wrong way. And yet you still got my name in your mouth. I told you one time before, you want to play gangs on me? I'm actually a part of the biggest gang in the whole entire universality. You don't want to play me. I don't even care if you're watching me. Watch on. I just want my money that you owe. It's reaper season, bitch. And you gonna reap what you sow. And you gonna pay what you owe. These dragonflies are all over the place. That's it. I gotta go. Give me some coffee and some food. Flowers, flowers. Strawberries, strawberries. Bitch pudding. I would love to work with a crew with Robot Chicken. I would like to do that. I would like to write some scripts for Robot Chicken and shit like that. That's cool. How we doing? Oh, the morning dove. What is this? I just want to make sure they're over. Where'd you? Well, you soaked that shit up. Maybe I have been. I was making sure I didn't but I was underwatering you. Well, you guys need lots of water. Yes, Val. Now that you know. Well, okay. Now that I know. You like being soggy. Okay. I mean, it is the heat and the humidity, so I'm go ahead. Get that other one. That's ready to go. It's small, but it's small. It's in a pod. So, it depends on how if your strawberries grow out in the field, it's going to be like, if you grow stuff in a pot, the fruit's going to be smaller. But if you grow out in the field, the fruit's going to be bigger. I mean, it's the circumference of things. You get it? I mean, it's the math. And it's the math of all things. So I'm teaching math class and circumference math today. Same thing. But the smaller the pot, smaller the food. But at this point, oh, you're good to go too. Oh, you're good. I want to let you stay there for a minute. Maybe I'll get you tomorrow. Because I always leave some for tomorrow. I'm going to eat this right now because it's good to go. Yep. Because it's about to go. It's about to turn. But you got another day. And you're growing. And you're growing. So, and you're growing. No, I think you're done. Ew. Nope. Gotta go. Little baby deer fly. That's the end of the show. See these go. There goes the dragonfly. Anyway, that's it. At least little baby deer flies. Gotta go. Peace out. I would like to take this time to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love. Even if I've got haters, hey, thank you too, because if you know how to alchemize that ish, it works as energy too. Yay. And also thank you for those of you who have bought 1 or 2 or 3 or more of my projects. Right now, you can go to BANDCAMP because I have at least 5 projects on BANDCAMP at ValJones or ValJonesDaO. I have Natural Born Orator. I have Class Has an Attitude. Yes, it does. I have When Military Brats Strike Back. Oh, that one's a perfect one because it's letting you know who's really going to lead this next evolution revolution. It's us. And did I say Ether Egg? I've got Ether Egg, and I've got another that I can't think of right now. But just go to ValJones or ValJonesDaO at bandcamp.com and purchase my products. They are available now, and thank you to all who have purchased my products, my audiobooks and my poetic therapy. You are appreciated, and thanks for appreciating me. Until next time, peace.